Aloha, this is Jacob Pompeo. I'm tuning in from Colorado at 3 in the morning here. A lot of you may be wondering, why 3 in the morning? Well, I wanted to make a survival video for you all, and I figured the best place to start is to explain why do we wake up at 3 a.m. Now, all throughout time, there's been odd occurrences at 3 a.m. A lot of people make claims that this is an anti-Christ hour, or an hour of spiritual activity where ghosts and all sorts of things become active and mischievous. However, the reality, although I can't disprove those things, the reality may be a little different. From my experiences living in the woods and surviving on my own through homelessness and various situations, I realized at 3 a.m. a lot of odd things happen, and when I started to investigate them, they weren't quite spiritual or ghost related. They were more related around predators, actually. I found that between the hours of 3 and 5 a.m. in the morning, a lot of rodents are active and scavenging for food, and I would notice at some of my campsites little ground rodents would try to come in to my camp to eat my food at 3 a.m. And then there's the predators that are out who are looking to eat those ground rodents, such as owls and all sorts of other things. And a lot of what we're experiencing at 3 a.m. is our survival instincts kicking in. It's a mechanism engraved in our brain eons ago that says something is moving and it might kill me, so I need to wake up and check it out. And so one thing you can do if you're in this predicament is to do a perimeter check. Now, a perimeter check may help give you some peace of mind, and it might scare away these critters and give you some extra security by just walking around the perimeter and making sure that there's no activity going on that you disapprove of. Now, a lot of people may not want to do the perimeter check at 3 in the morning, so there's a few things we can do to enforce our perimeter to make it more secure and stable of an environment so that we don't have to worry about this. And the simple method is to have a fire going in your campsite, because that will emit light, which will allow you to see around a little better. However, the animals will actually see you better, but they will be deterred from interacting with you or taking your food due to the light source emitting from the fire. And worst comes to worst, if say a bear or a mountain lion or a human decided to come at you in the middle of the night, then you could always grab a stick out of the fire and defend yourself with that. Now, hopefully we won't encounter situations such as that. And the one thing we can do to avoid having a fire going and emitting light and giving away your location is to have a alarm system set up. Now, I don't mean go to a home installation system for your tent, but what I mean by that, by having an alarm system in place, is to actually just tie some string or rope around the perimeter of your campsite or around your food, anywhere and everywhere you can, and have these string or rope attached to a bunch of tin cans. Now, when the wind blows, the tin cans will just gently rattle a little bit, and that will help deter some critters in a natural way, kind of like a wind chime. However, the rope, if interacted with or if knocked down, the rope will trigger the tin cans, which will scare the creatures away, and it will alert you also that something big enough to knock the rope down, or something with enough drive to get into your camp, has knocked down the rope, and that'll give you a heads up that something may be coming or already there. And now I realize a lot of these creatures are harmless. Ground rodents is usually what I see between these hours. However, on a rare occasion, there has been foxes. You don't see mountain lions much, but they see you. And you'll see their tracks left over. And a lot of times in the morning, sometimes you'll see some mountain lion footprints around your campsite. And we've even encountered bears closer to the 6 a.m. time. It seems like they're going back home at that hour, and they want some food to take with them. So hopefully you're not in their path. And if you are in their path, hopefully you have one of these systems set up to deter them. And always carry around maybe some bear mace as well if you're out in the deep woods. But you're most likely just going to run into a black bear. And one thing to remember with black bears is that they're very docile, and you could almost fall over in fear of the black bear, and that will scare the black bear away. But my Jack Russell has chased probably a half dozen black bears by now away just by barking at them. And even chased one up into a tree, I remember. The poor thing. But if you like more content like this, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please be sure to check us out on pci.farm, where we are accepting donations to help orphan children. I look forward to our next video. Until then, aloha.